That's nonsense.
No. How can someone 100% right?
Why do you want to scan its bottom?
Why?
Why
Why are people so
You can
tripped
start
up?
there, Oleg. I'm not mad.
Why are people so tripped up by this idea that if you hold a concept, then it's not something you're going to be able to directly scan somebody's brain? Why are people so tripped?
Yeah, I know. And at the same time, they won't define those things. So if you're saying I'm a hard materialist, justice is something that groups of
You already admitted that this material. You're not going to be able to recapture it easily.
No, but a group of people. Justice is obviously localized to groups of people, right? Like
no, not
justice,
obviously at all.
It is. I mean,
no.
Israel has a different form of justice than Gaza, right?
No, it does.
Tribalism.
No, actually,
Tribalism
Israel has a form of
dictates
justice, and
justice.
Gaza has none. Actually, Gaza doesn't obey its own. I said Israel has a form of justice, and Gaza has none. Gaza doesn't.
Gaza has none.
That's correct.
So you think a human being,
Yes.
a human being in
Yes.
Gaza,
Yes.
has no idea of justice,
No, the organized system of rule in Gaza has no system of justice.
organized by men
Yes, organized by men and maybe
who have their own idea of justice. What about
no, they have
America?
no idea of justice.
Look at the history of humanity. What about
They're
slavery?
purely bloodthirsty.
What about the Jim
They
Crow era?
sacrifice their own children and themselves.
The Jim Crow era.
Now you're changing the subject again.
No, I'm talking about that's still justice.
Every time we get to something, you want to change the subject.
No, I'm talking about
Is there a
this
reason
is
for that?
no. You can't handle. I was hoping for an elevated level.
No,
I'm handling it. You got it.
I was hoping for an elevated level from you.
You had the elevated level and you blew it.
No. I don't think you're. I don't think you're
Yes.
elevated enough to where I'm at. What is
that's
justice?
not accurate.
What is justice?
You're still now
It's
you're
an
asking a third
agreement. It's an agreement. I'll tell you. It's an agreement on a group of people who think they're right.
No, that's
In
incorrect.
1950s.
This is a principle.
No, it is true.
Absolutely
In
not.
the Jim Crow era,
When you
Absolutely not.
it was justice. It was justice to lynch black people.
That's
was
absolute
just
absurdity. I'm going to hand it off to law.
Well, how is that incorrect? How is that incorrect?
Justice is fairness. As John Rawls said, bro, justice is fairness. What are
And
you
fairness
talking
is
about?
in the
Lady,
eye of
what
the
are you
beholder.
saying,
I think people would say
Joe?
that justice isn't fair. A lot of people would say
What
that.
the
No.
fuck? Justice is supposed to
Okay.
be
I'll tell
blind.
you this, Joe. I'll give you an example.
And I'll give you 10 examples.
Okay,
where
hear me out,
justice-
brother.
Okay.
Hear me out, brother. We just bought some cocaine.
Ugh.
We spent a lot of money on it, right? And we want to split it up. What's the fairest way to split up the cocaine?
To not do coke is bad for you. What's wrong?
No,
step on
truth. No, truth. No, hear me out.
You step on it,
Joe,
split it up.
Joe, no. I divide the two parts and you pick which one you want, right? If I put more on one side, you're obviously going to pick that one. So I have an incentive to make it fair. That's justice, Joe. And where the fuck is that on an MRI scan, bro? I'm going to hand it off to Norm. I'm going to hand it off.
Why would you hand it off to him? Are you asking me? Where was
Because
the
I'm biased
justice?
and I believe what Norm is peddling right now.
I'm glad you said that.
Absolutely.
I-
Absolutely.
That's fair, sir. That's very fair.
And you're
I
after
have no
Norm.
problem
You're
with
after
that, no.
Norm. You're after Norm.
So, a while ago, you conceded that you were wrong, and I guess you were being dishonest. And I'm not sure why you did it. Well,
I've never been wrong in this
You
argument.
should. Well, now you've made two statements. Number one, you said you were wrong, and number two,
Yeah,
you
that
said
was
you
just
were
to get
never
you to
wrong.
shut up. That was just to get you to shut up. But go ahead.
Well, but now we don't know what to believe. You were lying either the first time.
I'm still a hard materialist.
You were lying either the first time or you were lying the second
I'm still
time.
a hard materialist.
In both cases, you're a liar, and that's a problem in having an honest conversation.
What is
You
a
can't be
lie?
right. I beg your pardon.
What is a lie? It's a
A lie is
material
an
thing, right?
untruth.
It's a
No,
material
it's not
thing.
material. No.
Yes, it is.
Well,
No, it's a rhetorical contradiction. So again, I'm not sure why anybody should.
That
take
your
you
brain has to
seriously.
digest.
No, I'm not sure why anybody should take you seriously after you've made yourself into a liar.
Because you guys have not proven anything you claim
So
is
you're lying.
immaterial is
Now
actually
you're giving a
immaterial.
reason- You're giving a reason for your lies?
No, I had to lie so you would shut the fuck up.
No, you didn't have to lie. You don't
I had
have to.
to.
You can actually, if you were
Dude, lies are
rhetorically
material,
skilled,
brother.
if you were rhetorically skilled, you could have just asked me to be quiet, please. Instead, you had an emotional reaction.
I asked you
Again,
10
which
times
was
to
not
be quiet,
material.
please.
Well, no.
How did that
He
work?
could not get
You
you to shut
never.
up.
See, you're lying.
How did that work? How does it happen?
We don't know because it
Just-
didn't happen. You're lying.
You guys could convince me. You could easily win this if you could just prove.
We won long ago. We won when you.
Would just prove one
Now we're
immaterial
just-
thing.
now we're
Oh,
What
we
is
won,
one
Joe. We
immaterial
won,
thing?
Joe.
This
We
is
won.
just the victory day.
Absolutely, it's immaterial.
You guys are
Oh,
conscious
you're a
beings.
liar.
Joe, what if a human being is immaterial?
There's that
Well,
part too. I mean, I think that may be too.
There is that part.
If you get too deep off into idealism, the existence of physical matter is an allegation based on our sensory experience, right? Now we can go deep off into that, but I think ultimately, Joe, the greatest argument for materialism is like whatever you present that you claim is not made of matter is just made of matter that you cannot collect data on. For instance, I'll give an example. People used to think that light was some non-physical super, but now we discovered photons, right?
The
So
whole
we
light
were-
spectrum.
Exactly. Like we can talk to you about photons, but people used to think light was some non-physical thing. So when we talk about consciousness and when we talk about love, and like maybe there's some deeper level of matter that we just cannot study yet. And I think that
Well,
that's
here's a
fair
hard
position
question.
to take.
Can you love somebody if you don't have a brain? If you don't have a brain, can you love somebody?
Yes.
Not really.
How?
Joe,
How?
Through your heart.
Joe, do you
Your
think
heart,
we're in a
your heart
simulation?
pumps blood. Your heart
No,
is
so
not
two
a.
things.
Oh,
Your heart pumps blood. Your heart doesn't
people
love
who,
things.
when I give you a menu in a restaurant, you eat the menu. I get you now, Joe.
So just real
No,
quick.
no. Can you have a?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
your brain.
That's what you just did.
Let me reply. So there's been cases of heart transplants where with the heart go emotional attachments. And if you look at heart attacks are typically triggered by some type of emotional heartbreak. In fact, so much so that there's a syndrome.
That's not true at all.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No,
There's
it is
literally
not.
a syndrome. Respectfully, let me finish. There's literally a syndrome called heartbreak syndrome because of its prevalence and its relationship to heart attack. And this.
No, it's because what the brain does is induce anxiety in a pre-existing situation with heart failure or degenerative heart failure that causes the heart to fail. It's not the heart itself that's like, oh my God, my heart got broke. Now I'm gonna stop pumping.
Well, no, it's not about.
You really believe that?
Real quick. No. There's a mucous membrane that has the capacity to understand and store memory, like most cells. And so the idea is that things that we are deeply fond with, there's the heart remembers, which kind of makes sense. That's really.
Well, no, it does make that doesn't make.
Okay, so how do you
It's just a
explain the heart
chemical
transplant?
reaction, though, right?
How do you?
Yes,
explain the heart
it's from
transplant?
your brain.
How do you explain the heart?
Do you know most heart attacks are caused from brain
How do you
responses?
explain the heart transplant thing? Here, let me get the link.
I mean, you can. You're right. Cells do store things, right? They store reactions to input from the brain. So you transplant a heart, it may have a higher threshold of reaction to anxiety, but that comes from the brain. So again, I ask you guys, this is wild.
Joe.
They're
Where-
sitting on their bed, their
Joe.
brain dead. You put a
Joe.
puppy in their hands,
Joe.
they could love it.
Hear me out, brother.
How?
Hear me out, brother. Where is my voice?
Your voice is in your vocal cords.
Absolutely not. It's in your mind.
No, I can't.
No, Joe.
Then why are we here?
No, Joe.
Oleg, why
No,
are we
Joe.
talking right now?
He got you with that one.
No, if it's
It's
in your
in your
mind,
fucking
why are we on this
mind,
app?
Joe.
Not if you're deaf.
you're deaf.
fucking mind, brother.
If you're deaf, you don't have that though.
Voices
It's
are
the same with
literally
people that
material.
are blind from birth. They don't have.
I don't want to hear it.
They're just throwing the
Voices are
inside.
Everything is in your mind. Every experience, every memory is in your mind. It's in the.
Is the mind material or immaterial?
Can I jump in? I think it's in your memory, not your mind.
Good sir. You have 2 minutes.
Oh no, I just wanted to jump in on that because I think it's only in your memory. I don't think it's really your mind. I think those are separate parts of your
It
brain.
makes no sense.
It does make sense because I think more what Oleg's saying is you close your eyes, you can hear whatever.
Your
Right?
mind is not in your mind. Okay.
Well, your mind is not limited to your brain. Your mind is a combination of all the stimuli and nerve endings in your entire body. Your mind, like, literally has gut. Here's why your mood controls your gut. 95% of your neurotransmitters are created by your gut. Your gut has a mucous membrane that is also capable of storing memory. That's what I was saying. So I just put 2 links in the chat. The heart transplants that people had the surgery, and all of a sudden they're loving someone they've never met before, and they're getting divorces and looking for this person, and it turns out to be the fucking recipient's like wife or whatever, widow.
Brother, you don't think that is anecdotal, right? So
No,
you don't think? Wait. Give me a second.
It happens.
You don't. Well, not in your link. I'm looking at your link right here. They're talking about maybe 4 cases. Don't you think that has more to do with the individual's brain realizing that someone sacrificed so much to save them that they cognitively gravitate towards them? You think it's because of the organ?
Well, no, I think that our capacity to understand memory and how it works in totality and the nature of consciousness is completely limited, which the medical field does not shy away from admitting. So it's like,
no, I agree. I think that's great. Say that again, because I agree with you, 100%.
Yeah, I'm a determinist, by the way. So that's why I'm like, we don't really even disagree.
Right. I agree with you completely. I think you said that very well. We don't know.
I do think it's fascinating though, because it's like there's
very fascinating.
Because the mind, we conceptualize the self as the mind and the brain, but the brain's not really the whole mind. That's why we're not always logical. In fact, there are parts of the brain that will shut down, and not shut down literally, but blood flow reduces like 80% around arousal. That's where post-nut regret comes from.
Yeah, and it's even worse than that. There are muscle reactions based on your cognitive situation that can look like abuse. It is. I'm not. My point. I don't think there's anything immaterial, but the brain is connected to the organs, and I don't think it's a one-way street. I think it is two-way. It is a local system. That's why you have people believe, like, that's why you have some crazy Christian woman who thinks she has to drown her kids. It is because material brain chemistry is belief.
So you might like this. It's from your perspective, I'm sure you'll consider it kind of wonky, but and I started off my life trajectory as a materialist trained in science from my grandpa who was like a professor at 30. So I just had a bunch of weird experiences that made me very open-minded. But so the perspective I have now is